Now we have another pharmaceutical company which is on our radar. Strides Pharma is the next management on the show. It reported a strong Q3 set. Revenue surged 20%, margins expanded to a multi-quarter high. The US business did well. Arun Kumar, who's the Executive Chairperson and Managing Director of the company, joins in now. Mr. Kumar, hi. Thank you very much for taking the time out. But, I will start with the US business, which has performed well. $67 million is what you generated this quarter. It's risen versus $61 million Q on Q. What drove US growth, in terms of new launches, base business, price pressure, and what are you guiding for, say, probably in Q4?
Thanks, Ekta, for having me. Yeah, Q3 historically for Strides is a strong quarter in our US operations. That is to do with seasonality, flu, and cold products. They are a very large part of our portfolio. So it's very standard that Q3 is always a high quarter for us in the US. Of course, the flu season has not played out the way we expected it to. And that was partly compensated by the fact that we launched generic Vascepa, which is the icosapent product, and that has been received very well in the marketplace. So that has helped push the numbers up. We are now on target to meet our $250 million top end of the guidance in terms of our US business, and we're very confident that the business will continue to grow from here.
Okay, well, we do have some statements coming in. Just watch out for this. Tire companies are in focus because products are concerned by their European Commission is carrying out inspections at premises of tire companies. We don't know the context of it right now, but this is what we are learning right now. And the inspection is on concerns with regards to price coordination. As of now, we're not seeing too much of a stock reaction come in. Balkrishna Industries is also in focus. Products concerned by inspections are new replacement tires. So these are a couple of statements coming in. Remember that European Union is a highly profitable market for Indian tire makers like Apollo and Balkrishna. That's what Morgan Stanley has written on it. And any change in the pricing landscape in the European Union would be negative. More details on this story. As of now, we still have Arun with us. Arun, that's on the US business, so you're going to probably meet the higher end of the guidance of around $250 million. But going into FY25, you have quite a lot of triggers. I wanted to know more about the Suprep Generic launch. How much do you think you can probably generate from that in terms of a launch? How lucrative is it? And how much can it probably push up your quarterly sales going into next year?
Yeah, Suprep is an important product approval, like a slew of recent approvals. We believe our size of product approvals have increased, not necessarily the number of product approvals, considering that we have still 150 odd ANDAs uncommercialized. We are very focused on sustainable margins and market share. Suprep would be a substantial product in this strategy. We expect to launch the product in the next couple of weeks, and we'll see a full impact of Suprep in the next financial year. I would strongly believe that from here to guide the US market for 15% growth, as we have done yesterday in our calls, is quite reasonable, even though we have been growing significantly faster than our peer group in the US market, both between Indian and international companies.
Okay. Any ballpark in terms of a range that we could expect on the US when it comes to a quarterly figure?
So I think $250 million is, we've already crossed that at $67 million. I think $300 million, which effectively means $75 million run rate, is something that we are targeting within the group for next year. Considering that we have a nice range of products already approved, this should be well in order.
Okay, what really interested me was also Stelis, because you have indicated that there is a GLP-1 opportunity which has come up there. Can you tell us more about that? Are we talking about the big blockbuster drugs which have been making news all through of last year?
So Ekta, Stelis is one of the few companies in India which is US FDA approved with what we call drug-product combinations. We actually today make generics for, we have onboarded generic partners for all the three GLPs. So we are the big names, the blockbuster drugs. We have an array of customers. In fact, we have 15 customers now purely focused on GLP manufacturing with us. So we are obviously very excited. The first product that goes off patent is the smaller of the GLPs, which is liraglutide. Customers have started getting indication of approvals, and consequently, we have started receiving commercial sales orders from customers, and that is why we have also guided very strongly for our biologics and drug product CDMO division.
Okay, all right, Mr. Kumar, we're going to leave it on that note. Thanks very much for joining in and speaking with us. So that is Strides. It's been a good quarter for them. They've really picked up in terms of the US sales and have guided for meeting the top end of the US guidance that they had provided. They could probably even do $75 million in terms of a run rate going forward on a quarterly basis. We do have